Hi ladies, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm Dawn and I'm a 51-year-old lady here in the mature beauty community. I do beauty, lifestyle, I do cooking, I do a little bit of gardening, a little bit of this and that. So if you're into that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button and I hope you'll stick around. So today I thought that I would do an eye makeup look for a beginner, because when I was in my 40s, after I had my 4 kids and was bringing them up throughout my 30s and early 40s, well, I'm still bringing them up, but I really just went for such an easy eyeshadow look. I would put on one color all over and that would be it, or maybe 2. But then I started watching YouTube videos back in probably like 2010, and I started watching all these beautiful makeup ladies doing several different colors of eyeshadow, and they were doing these different techniques that had names, and I was just wowed. And I went out and I bought a lot of really nice palettes that I still am so thankful that I have, and I use them all the time. So I thought today that if any of you are in the same position I was in back then, I thought that I would do a very simple, everyday makeup look for you using a very simple, affordable palette, and I will just talk you through it. And any of you who, you know, have been kind of like in a makeup rut, this might be helpful to you. So let's just jump in. So the palette I'm gonna use today is the CoverGirl True Naked Roses palette. Look how beautiful it is. It's a mix of matte and shimmers, dark and light shades, and they're all pretty pigmented and very easy to work with. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put on an eyelid primer, and I'm gonna do that because if I don't, your eyelids have like skin on them, obviously, and the skin has little grooves and indentations here and there that we can't really see, but microscopically they're there. And if you don't put on a primer, oil glands can secrete some oil and your makeup will separate and you'll get creases, and it just won't look as good as if you put down a little bit of primer. Now, I like the Gabrielle Cosmetics primer. I like MAC Paint Pot. I like the CoverGirl Lid Lock. And I think that's all I really have. I also like to use concealers that I have as primers, and some of them work really, really well. So if you don't have an eyelid primer, just try using a little concealer. So this is the Gabrielle Eyelid Primer, and I really like that it's a lighter tone. It really brightens up everything and sort of works as a transition shade in addition to being a primer. So got that down. And I have 3 makeup brushes. I have just like a shadow crease brush. It's really great for getting into the crease. It does the work for you. This one's from Morphe. I got it at Ulta. Ulta has great crease brushes. This one's from Tarte, and it's just a blending brush. It's just a fluffy blending brush. It really helps blend out the shadows. And then this is like a flatter brush that's really great for any kind of fine detail, getting into the outer V, or kind of packing on color. So these are the brushes that I'm gonna be using. Real Techniques makes great brushes. I washed all my brushes today and they're in the bathroom drying, and these are 3 brushes that weren't dirty. So otherwise I probably would be showing you some Real Techniques brushes because I love them. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this blending brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and it's a shimmer and it's very light. If you don't like shimmer, you could use the one next to it on either side. They're both mattes and they're both really light, but I find that this look is really pretty with this shimmer. And I just put that all over my brush, tap it off, and then what I do is hold my brush far down, like here. If you hold your brush really close, that's good for packing on color, but it can make your eyeshadow look patchy if you're trying to blend. So I hold my brush back here, and it gives me more control to just sort of blend. And basically there isn't anything to blend yet, but this does blend this out in a nice sheer and pretty way. And I'm just gonna do one eye, and then I'll go off camera and do the other. I'm just doing it for demonstration purposes and for the speed of this video. So there, I've got this down. I kind of just did a circular motion in like a dome shape all over my lid and up over my crease in the dome shape. So it's kind of up almost to my brow bone, not quite. Now, what I like to do is mix these two shades, this one and this one. So I just take this one. This one's a matte. Actually, you know what? Rather than mix them, I'll just sort of layer them to kind of show you the effect. So this is just a beautiful mauve, and it's flattering on just about any skin tone. So that's why I chose this palette. CoverGirl makes some beautiful palettes. I know Dominique Sachse, if any of you watch her, she just did one from the chocolate palette from CoverGirl, and it's a really beautiful palette too. I don't have it, but it looks beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going, this is a crease brush, so I'm going into my crease and just windshield wiper back and forth, back and forth. And what's so great about having a good crease brush is that it does the work for you. You just kind of put it in place and you just do the windshield wiper and it puts the color down for you. So you can see there's like a color gradient now, darker and lighter. Now I'm gonna take this little flat kind of packing brush and I'm gonna go into the color that I was going to blend with this one, but decided not to. And I'm gonna pack it onto both sides of this flatter brush. And I'm just gonna do the outer V actually, this technique where you make the V. And you can even do a cut crease where you kind of draw a line into your crease with a darker shade. I really like to do that. Okay, so here's the outer V, and I'm just packing the color right into it. I carved out the V, and now I'm packing. Now, if you're older like I am, and your eyes kind of, because of gravity, are going down, sometimes it's helpful. I know a lot of ladies don't like to see us pull, but sometimes you have to pull and pack it on, and kind of bring it out to the tail of your brow. And when you pack on color, you don't want to hold way out here because you're not blending, you're packing. So you're going to go in closer where you have more control of the brush. Pack, pack, pack. And I'm just really deepening up this color in the outer V. Okay, and what I like to do is with whatever is left on this brush, I like to take it and just line my lower lash line with it. It gives me just enough product. If you want more, you can add a little bit more onto the brush, but I find that I usually have plenty left on the brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the blending brush, the one I'm gonna hold down here, and I'm gonna go back in to my light color, and I might even mix it now with the lightest one right here. Tap it off, and just go back in to the inner corner and inner half of my eye just to brighten that up again. Make sure it's really bright. It gives you the illusion of having more lid space. As you can see, I don't have big eyelids at all. I have a lot of space here, but you can hardly see my lids. But as you can see now, this eye looks like it has a lid. It draws your eye to that brighter color, and the darker color makes this recess a little bit. So it's a very easy look to make your eye look bigger. This is the last thing. I'm gonna go into this super shimmery color right here and put it right on the tip of my middle finger. And all I'm gonna do is press it into the center of my lid as a spotlight. It's darker than the tone in here, and it will just draw people's eye to my eyelid again. Now, I'm just gonna tight line. And what you need to do when you tight line is have a really sharp pencil. This one is in gray. You can use black, brown, blue, whatever color you want. But because I'm using soft rosy tones, I decided to go with gray. And this is from Mineral Fusion. I'll link it below. You can get this at Target now, but you can also get it at your healthy food stores or online. I love this brand. I just sharpened it. I like to sharpen it and keep it really, really sharp for this. And I'm going into my upper lash line and tight lining, and I'm sure you all know what that is. It's when you just kind of fill in between your lashes and make it look like you have fuller lashes than you do. And if you'd like, you can even just draw like a little wing, just pull it out a little bit right here, but you have to be careful if you're like me and your eyes go down that you make sure it's going up, because you want everything to go up. All right. Now let's put on a really volumizing mascara. And I'm just going to use L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black. This does have a beautiful primer that you can use beneath it to add yet even more volume and give you a false eye look. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on just to eliminate that step. But actually, I'm filming this video in the evening. I cleaned my house today and I was so sweaty and gross. I went and I washed my face just to get off all my gross makeup. And then I had an idea to do a video. I never do videos in the evening time. If it were the morning time, I'd be putting on the primer for you because I'd be wearing it all day. But all this makeup is gonna come off when I take a shower in like an hour. So I'm really just doing this for you. So I hope you like it. Okay, so there is the finished eye. What a difference from the other eye. So this is the finished look. Really easy, super affordable, and anyone can do it just with a little bit of practice. So anyway, this is going to be a giveaway. If you want to be entered in the giveaway, you need to say the word beginner in your comment below, and you need to be subscribed to my channel, and you have to like this video, and I will mail this palette, not this exact one, but one just like it, and a little pack of Real Techniques brushes that I like to use that would help you get started if you want to do a makeup look like this one. And I'll also throw in a few other goodies, my favorite nude lipstick, and a few other things. So anyway, I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.